welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you don't ever miss an upload from me. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for coming back for another video. So today I am going to be talking all about must-have baby products. So as most of you probably know, my little baby boy Uriah is almost 6 months old now. So I think I pretty much have it figured out as far as like the products that are just must-have items that I really think you're going to need. So I just wanted to talk about those a little bit because I have gotten a lot of requests to, you know, just chit-chat about the products that I really like and all of that. And I know whenever you're becoming a mom for the first time, it can be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many products and you're just trying to figure out what's going to be the most beneficial and what's going to make being a first-time mom a little bit easier. So I'm probably going to do another one of these videos talking about products that I think will be a little bit more beneficial as your baby gets older. But all the products that I'm going to be talking about in this video will probably last you from 0 to 6 months. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So the very first thing I want to talk to you guys about is a good nursing bra. If you're going to be breastfeeding, then this is a must. So I breastfed Uriah for 5 months, and at the 5-month mark he started supplementing with formula. So now he has a little bit of formula and a little bit of breast milk. But girl, if you're going to breastfeed, you gotta have a good nursing bra because you have to be ready to pop a boob out at any given time. So the bra that I really loved out of all of the ones that I tried was this one by NitraaB, and this video is being sponsored by them, but I love their bras. I have a few of their other ones, like the ones that aren't nursing, but this is what the nursing one looks like. And as you guys can tell, in the front it has a clasp, so it makes it really easy to hook and unhook. And then here on the side, this is where the hook is to pop your boob out. So you just unclamp it and you can fold it down, and it's really easy access. And I love how soft it is, and these are really comfortable. I would actually sleep in mine, especially at night, because my boobs would get really heavy because they would start to fill up with milk. But I love the support that this bra gives you. A lot of the times with the nursing bras, they don't give you the support that you need, but this, it definitely does, and it's super comfortable. And I really love how the straps right here, as you guys can tell, they have these little indentions, so it just makes it really comfortable. And whenever you adjust the bra, it doesn't feel too tight on your shoulders or anything. So I really love this bra, and I highly recommend it for anybody that's going to be breastfeeding. But I just want to let you guys know that it's really great quality, it's soft, and you're definitely going to enjoy it, especially if you're exclusively breastfeeding and you're going to need a few good nursing bras. Definitely have to have this. I would say get probably about 2 of them, just so you aren't having to, you know, wash this one or wash one too many times. So yeah, love it. And if you guys are interested in trying it out, then I will have a discount code listed below where you can get some money off. And you can pick you up one, and you definitely will not regret it. Out of all the bras that I tried for nursing, this one's definitely one of the most comfortable ones, and it washes up well, gives you the support, so it does everything that you need it to do. So yeah, check the description box below to check out NitraaB, and then also the discount code. And also, if you're going to be breastfeeding and you decide to pump, then you're probably going to need a good breast pump. So I mainly fed Uriah from the boob, but sometimes I would pump and let Colton feed him from a bottle, and then I would also pump to kind of save up a stash so I could use later, which we've used all of so far. So yeah, having a pump is really good for that. I just use the Even Flow one. I know a lot of people say that you need like a hospital grade one, but since I really wasn't using mine that much, the Even Flow definitely got it done for me and done a really good job. And my mother-in-law bought it for me. I think it was only like $99 if I'm thinking right. I think it wasn't too expensive. I know some of them can get really pricey, but I just used the Even Flow one and it worked well for me. But I didn't use it a ton. But if you're probably just going to be pumping and, you know, not breastfeeding as much, like straight from the boob, then you might want to get one that is a little bit higher grade. But if you just plan on using it occasionally, then I think the Even Flow one will be good for you. And also, if you're going to be breastfeeding, you're going to need a good nipple cream, especially in the beginning. I used the Medela one, and then you're also going to need nursing pads because you're probably going to be lactating. I know I would just leak everywhere, especially when I would wake up in the mornings. My whole gown would just be full of milk and it would just be covered, especially if I didn't have on a bra. So yeah, I will link those things down below. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like that was like the only things that I for sure needed. Oh, and then also storage bags if you plan on pumping and then saving it to, you know, kind of build up a stash. But other than that, I think those were the only things that I really used whenever I was just exclusively breastfeeding. So moving right along, I want to talk to you guys about the DockATot. We absolutely love our DockATot. We have been using it since day one. So whenever Uriah was first born and we brought him home, little bitty goober, we actually co-slept with him and we put the DockATot in between Colton and I. So we did that for probably about 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, I was just like, okay, this is so uncomfortable. I cannot move. Colton can't move. Like, we're squished, and we have a king size bed. But with that DockATot in the middle, it was just taking up too much room. But Uriah absolutely loved the DockATot. He would not sleep in his bassinet alone. So if I just tried to put him in the bassinet without the DockATot in it, he wouldn't do it. But the minute I put the DockATot inside the bassinet, he slept all through the night. I kid you not, you guys. So yeah, we started doing that at 2 weeks. Well, he wasn't sleeping through the night at 2 weeks, but he started sleeping through the night around 5 weeks, but that's a whole nother video. But anyway, so yeah, I actually started putting the DockATot inside the bassinet, and a lot of people say not to do that. They actually don't recommend it. But whenever you have a baby, I think you just have to find what works for you, and that worked for us. We didn't have any issues, and he was right beside me. And then also we used the outlet, so you know, if something was to happen, I could, you know if he stopped breathing or something like that. So we absolutely love our DockATot. So next on the list is the Fisher-Price swing, and we used this from 0 to 3 months. After about 3 months, he really didn't get in it too much, but at the beginning, it was definitely a lifesaver. We could put him in that swing, and it would literally put him right to sleep, especially during the day, because when babies are newborns, they literally just sleep and poop and eat. So after he would get his eating done, we would put him in that swing, and he would literally just go back to sleep, and it would give me a chance to get everything that I needed to get done. So we absolutely love that swing. Now we did have that, and then also the Mamaroo, and I don't think he liked the Mamaroo as much. He wouldn't stay in it near as long. He would only stay in it for probably about 10 or 15 minutes, and then he was totally over it. But the Fisher-Price swing, he would stay in that forever. He loved it, and it goes back and forth, and then it also, or it goes side to side, and then it also goes back and forth. So it's just a really great product, and it's not going to break the bank, and you'll definitely get your money's worth out of it. So another thing that I really loved and got a lot of use out of is the Boppy Lounger. So this is really nice because it gives the baby a nice place to lounge. If you guys want to be on the couch, you can just put that on the couch and put baby in the Boppy Lounger, and you are good to go. Uriah absolutely loved this. A lot of the times he would have his naps in there, and he still uses it to this day, although they say to only use it up to 4 months. Sometimes he will sit in it, although he's way too long for it, but it's just a must-have baby product. And I feel like a lot of moms use this because I'll see it often in pictures, because a lot of times when the baby's sitting in there, it's really easy to snap a picture. So yeah, the Boppy Lounger, you gotta have it. So since we're talking about Boppies, I want to talk about the Boppy nursing pillow, and for me this was very, very useful. I probably should have talked about this when I was talking about the other breastfeeding things, but I forgot, so we're gonna add it in right here. But I absolutely love that pillow. I feel like it made things a lot easier, especially if you're a new mom and you're trying to get used to breastfeeding and you're just uncomfortable because everything hurts down there because you just pushed a 10-pound bowling ball out of your vagina. I mean, my baby wasn't 10 pounds, but I mean, that's what it felt like. He was only 6 pounds, but still, things are just uncomfortable and it hurts when you're sitting down. I feel like that pillow just makes things a little bit easier. You put it around your waist, you can lay baby down, and then it gives baby somewhere, you know, to have support. You support the baby's head, and it just makes things a lot easier. Now, obviously, once the baby gets a little bit bigger, you're not going to need that because the baby will be able to latch on upside down, I promise to you. But in the beginning, it's very, very useful. A car seat that attaches to a stroller. Girl, you are so going to need that. So the stroller and car seat that we use is the Chico. It's like the Chico Keep Fit Urban. I don't know the exact name, but I will link it below. This is really, really convenient because whenever the baby is little, like, you know, 6 to 3 months, the baby's gonna probably be sleeping most of the time. So if you go to a restaurant and you want to take the baby in, all you have to do, take the car seat out and attach it to the stroller, and you're good to go. If you're just taking a walk in the park, you don't have to worry about waking baby up and getting baby out of the car seat to put the baby in the stroller. literally all you have to do is take the car seat and attach it to the stroller, and you are good to go. I absolutely love our car seat and stroller combo. And then once the baby gets a little bit bigger and you're not using that actual car seat anymore, it does have an attachment that makes the stroller just a normal stroller. So yeah, I would definitely say that the car seat attachment to the stroller is definitely a must-have. If you're going to be going out and about and you don't want to wake your baby, girl, get that stroller and that car seat combination, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is the owlet. Now, at first I wasn't sure if I was going to put it on the list because it's not really like a must-have item. It's more of a luxury item, but I feel like it definitely gives you a peace of mind. So if you guys aren't familiar, it's pretty much a heart and oxygen monitor. It has a little sock that you put on the baby's foot, and it has like this thing inside of it that tracks the baby's oxygen levels and the heartbeat, and then you have an app on your phone, so it'll constantly let you know what your baby's oxygen is and his heart rate, and if something were to go wrong during the night, then you would get an alert to let you know that your baby stopped breathing. So it is a little bit pricey. I think it's about $300, but oh my gosh, you guys, SIDS is so real. I've read so many stories about it, and I just feel like having this can give you a little bit more of a peace of mind. That way, if something were to happen, you can try to revive your baby or call 911, whatever you need to do. At least you will know immediately instead of, you know, waking up and then finding your baby, you know, not breathing besides you, you know, minutes or hours later. So I really have enjoyed the owlet. We still use it to this day, and it's just a very convenient item, especially if you are one of those people who may sit up all night and just look at your baby and make sure that he or she is still breathing. You're definitely going to need the owlet. So it is a little bit pricey, but it definitely gives you a peace of mind. So if you plan on having the baby in the same room with you, but you aren't too sure about co-sleeping, I would highly recommend the Halo bassinet. So it's a swivel bassinet, and it comes towards your bed. It comes across the mattress. So it seems like the baby is in the bed with you, but he or she has their own personal space, and you don't have to worry about rolling over on baby. And it does have like this mesh net around it, so baby can see through there and you can see your baby. It's just really nice, and it does have side walls around it, but the side walls, they bend, so whenever you have to reach in to get baby, it does give a little bit. I absolutely love this bassinet. It's really nice. Now Uriah is starting to outgrow his a little bit, and I'm so sad because I just don't want to put him in here yet because I'm so used to having him beside me. But that bassinet is really nice, especially if you're afraid you might roll over on baby, which I don't know how anybody could do that, but believe me, it happens. So if you're afraid that you're one of those deep sleepers and you might roll over on your baby, go ahead and get the Halo bassinet. Now I want to talk about the rock and play. So this is pretty much a folding bed that rocks and also vibrates, and it's really convenient, especially if you're going to be doing any traveling. So during the summer, we went on a few beach trips, and we were able to take the rock and play with us, and it was really nice to have because Uriah was able to sleep in that. You know, he didn't have to sleep in the bed with us. So it was just really nice, and it's easy to bring with you because it isn't too big. And whenever he was really little, if I had to shower or anything, I would just take the rock and play and put it in the bathroom, and I would just put him in the rock and play. And if he started to cry or anything, I could just go ahead and hop out the shower and, you know, see what was going on. So I just love the rock and play, and if you don't want to break the bank buying an expensive bassinet, your baby could definitely sleep in the rock and play, but he or she will probably outgrow it at about 4 months because that's when I started to notice that Uriah was getting a little bit too long for it. But yeah, we used the heck out of that for like the first 3 months. Another item that I think is a definite must-have is the baby trash can. Now, a lot of people, they say, oh, you don't need that, it's such a waste of money. I totally disagree. If you don't want to be smelling poopy, stinky diapers all the time, then get you a diaper pail. So we have the Ubi or the UB, not really sure how to pronounce it, but I love it, and keeps all of the smell out of Uriah's room. Like literally, I'm sitting in his room right now, and that thing is full of poopy diapers, and I can't smell anything. But the minute I open it, I'm like, oh my gosh. I close it, I don't smell anything. So I really love it, and I think it's so worth it, especially once he gets a little bit bigger and the poop starts to smell a little bit more. I think that is really going to be just a must-have. So yeah, I love the diaper pail, whatever you want to call it. It's a must in my book. Now I want to talk about side snap shirts. I have one here from when NitraaB was a little bitty baby. Look how tiny that is. So this is actually a 0 to 3 months, and it was too big for him whenever he was born, which is crazy because now he would just totally bust out of this thing. But these are really convenient for newborns because newborn babies don't like things put over their heads. At least my newborn baby didn't. He would scream. So these were really convenient. I was glad that I picked up a few of these. I picked up the Gerber brand, and then also I had a few by Carter's. So yeah, it doesn't really matter which brand, just as long as you get something that you know, that isn't going to have to come over their head, because they're not going to like that, especially for like the first month or so. They're just gonna absolutely hate it. So these really came in handy. Another clothing item that I loved when NitraaB was little, and I still love to this day, are zip-up onesies. These are so great. I don't know who created the button-up onesies. It had to be a man, because no mother would create that, because they're just horrible. I would get the buttons in the wrong place and it would just be a hot mess. But the zipper ones, they're really easy, especially if you're having to change your baby through the night. You're going to just want something that's really easy, because you're probably going to be half asleep and you're not going to want to put all of those buttons together. So I really love the zip up ones. You can get these at Walmart, Carter's, Old Navy, Amazon, anywhere. Like, I get these just about anywhere. And this one is by Carter's. It's 6 months, so he can still wear this one right now. But yeah, these are really easy. Although I did breastfeed, we gave NitraaB a bottle pretty early on, and I used the Advent. These are the Advent Phillips bottles, and this is just a glass bottle, and I love these. So at first I was afraid to give NitraaB a bottle because I heard so many different things about nipple confusion, but thankfully he didn't have a problem with it. He would take a bottle and he would also take the nipple, so I was really grateful for that. So yeah, these are the bottles that we use, and we still use these, and we also use the MAM ones as well. But yeah, these are just the ones that we started using at the beginning, and these are the ones that I would recommend, because whenever he was using these, he just didn't have a problem going from this bottle to the nipple. So I was really grateful for that, and I want to think maybe this bottle had something to do with it, because it's supposed to feel like as close to the nipple as possible. So yeah, I really like this bottle. Another thing I would recommend is having some type of carrier, you know, like one of the body carriers, especially if you're needing to get something done in the house, but the baby is being a little bit cranky, so you need to be holding your baby, but you also need to be doing things. A carrier is going to be the best thing ever for multitasking. So I have two different ones. I have one that's the Ergo Baby, I think, and then I have one that I picked up from Target. I'm not sure the brand, but it was really affordable. It was like 20 bucks, so I would recommend any one of those. Now, I think with the Ergo one, it's probably a little bit easier to use once baby gets a little bit heavier. The one that I picked up from Target, I think once your baby probably gets about, I don't know, probably about 20 pounds, you might not be able to carry your baby in it as easily. But the Ergo one, I think it goes up to, I'm not sure how many pounds, but I think it goes up to like the baby is an actual toddler, maybe. Not sure, but I'll put it in this video just to let you guys know for sure. But definitely get you some type of carrier. Now the wraps, I didn't really like the wrap carriers too much, because I just felt like it was too much work having to wrap it and all of that stuff. And I tried out a few different ones, but I just didn't feel like it was really worth the money. So I would personally just go with a carrier. A few other products that I wanted to go over really quickly. So one being the forehead thermometer, and this is really easy because you just put it up to baby's head, you press the button, and it is going to tell you the baby's temperature really quickly, so you don't have to worry about your baby squirming or anything like that. Another thing is having a good diaper rash cream. We use the Aquaphor, and NitraaB has yet to have any diaper rash, so we've pretty much just been using this as a protectant. He doesn't have sensitive skin, so we haven't really had to worry about diaper rashes or anything like that, but the Aquaphor is really nice. Another item that we really like is the nose Frida, and this is one of the things that sucks all the boogers out of baby's nose. So you put this in the nose, and you suck, and it's going to get everything out. You don't have to worry about the boogers getting in your mouth or anything like that because it has a filter. And this is really easy. I like it a lot better than, you know, the old school ball things that you squeeze. And Uriah actually likes when I use this on him because he just lays there and he looks so content. So yeah, this is really, really nice because your baby's going to have a lot of snot and boogers that you're gonna need to get out, and this is going to be the easiest way to do it. So this is another item that we get a lot of use out of, and this is a sound machine. It just plays different sounds that are going to calm the baby. So it's like the heartbeat, the ocean, rain, and then it also plays lullabies, and it has a projection on it. So this is really nice at bedtime. It helps calm Uriah down and get him ready to just go into sleep mode. So we absolutely love this. Another thing that I would highly recommend is gripe water. So we don't use this too much anymore, but when Uriah was a newborn, we did get some good use out of this. So if your baby is ever fussy, has gas, hiccups, or anything like that, gripe water is definitely going to help you. I remember when Uriah was probably about 7 weeks old and he just started having a come apart. Colton had went back to work and he was just screaming. I did not know what was wrong with him. Y'all, I gave him this gripe water and instantly he stopped crying. So yeah, this stuff is really, really great, especially if your baby is fussy. So yeah, I would recommend this, and I would recommend just going ahead and getting all of like your gas drops, your Tylenol, anything that you think you're going to need as far as like toiletries. I would say go ahead and get those for baby, because the last thing you want to happen is your baby to need some Tylenol and you have to run to the store and get it or anything like that. So I would say go ahead and get those things, so whenever baby's born, you already have them on hand. Alright you guys, so that concludes my baby must-haves. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out NitraaB. I will have their link in the description box and also a discount code, and all the other products will be linked below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you don't ever miss an upload from me. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for coming back for another video. So today I am going to be talking all about must-have baby products. So as most of you probably know, my little baby boy Uriah is almost 6 months old now. So I think I pretty much have it figured out as far as like the products that are just must-have items that I really think you're going to need. So I just wanted to talk about those a little bit because I have gotten a lot of requests to, you know, just chit-chat about the products that I really like and all of that. And I know whenever you're becoming a mom for the first time, it can be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many products and you're just trying to figure out what's going to be the most beneficial and what's going to make being a first-time mom a little bit easier. So I'm probably going to do another one of these videos talking about products that I think will be a little bit more beneficial as your baby gets older. But all the products that I'm going to be talking about in this video will probably last you from 0 to 6 months. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So the very first thing I want to talk to you guys about is a good nursing bra. If you're going to be breastfeeding, then this is a must. So I breastfed Uriah for 5 months, and at the 5-month mark he started supplementing with formula. So now he has a little bit of formula and a little bit of breast milk. But girl, if you're going to breastfeed, you gotta have a good nursing bra because you have to be ready to pop a boob out at any given time. So the bra that I really loved out of all of the ones that I tried was this one by NitraaB, and this video is being sponsored by them, but I love their bras. I have a few of their other ones, like the ones that aren't nursing, but this is what the nursing one looks like. And as you guys can tell, in the front it has a clasp, so it makes it really easy to hook and unhook. And then here on the side, this is where the hook is to pop your boob out. So you just unclamp it and